items for our bylaws. I know we've had a couple drafts of the bylaws and a few edits. Nothing has changed since our original edits. I think we got from Greg, Amy, and our Peter. The two of you guys had made some comments. Nobody else. I do have a question though that I just asked Matt. I was like, oh, which is really frustrating to me because I wanted to get this off of our plate. But given the FPPC complaint, yeah, the complaint and then the ruling, I wonder, I really want to explore the...
The board doesn't know what that is right now. Nobody knows.
Oh, okay.
You want to explain what that was?
Yeah, sure. So Andrew Sandoval filed a fair political practice complaint against Greg and I, saying that we did not file our Form 700, which you have to do if you are
Public agency.
a public agency, and also that we would update our
Statement of economic interest policy.
yes. But
And what is Form 700 for?
So Form 700 is a SCI, Statement of Economic Interest, and we were,
And what is it?
it basically says like, I have a 700 that's on file because I'm a traffic commissioner, so it says where my income is, what my income bracket is, what assets I own, what particular stock conflicts.
So it's a disclosure of your
Exactly.
income
And like I have Amazon stock, so I specifically wrote that on there because I'm part of the traffic commission that, you know.
Got it. Thank
so
you.
since our inception, our organization has never done this by anybody ever. And our bylaws specifically say that we are exempt from doing that. And if our entire bylaws had been sent to the FPCC, they would have read that we wouldn't have to comply, but only a portion was sent in the complaint, which we then in turn provided them the entire document, which showed that we were exempt. And when, as we know, people who formed this organization to begin with, it was intentionally set up that it was not a public agency, and that was done with intention and is included in the bylaws. So now that this has all been brought to light and had a discussion of it, it's given us a deeper look at the scenario. And the question for me is, why are we following the Brown Act at this point? And if we can eliminate that from our bylaws, based on that, let's move forward in that direction. So that's my comment to Matt, to see what is possible on that. I think my understanding of the people who, when they formed this, correct me anybody if I am wrong, is that they did that just for transparency purposes, with good intent, to have a subject to the Brown Act. But given the unnecessary legal fees we are incurring over things like this, and some of the unnecessary other things that we are experiencing, maybe we can just get rid of the Brown Act. I think we should still keep a level of public availability out there, just because we are receiving those assessment funds, so people should understand what they're being used for, have all of that information accessible on the website, just for transparency. We all believe in transparency.
We already do that, right? We post everything. We
Yeah,
post our-
so I'd say we continue to do that. So we already are doing that, we continue to do that, but some of the way that our meetings are run, and we wouldn't, maybe we don't, why is that there, is my question. So I was gonna say we're ready to move forward with our bylaws and have that done, but now given this being brought to light, we need to look into that further.
I think that's right. Yeah, I agree.
Question on the bylaws as they're proposed, the changes. I noticed that the executive committee is essentially eliminated. Is
Yeah.
that?
So that's what I was saying. So originally the bylaws were written that we could have executive meetings and things like that, but we don't. We don't have executive meetings. And executive meetings are subject to the Brown Act, where we have to agendize and whatnot, and notify. But we don't have additional exec meetings with our team. We just have our monthly board meetings. So
You don't have the need to.
there's no need
Yeah,
to.
there's-
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
I think if we met quarterly, it would make sense to do that, but the
Yeah.
fact that we monthly, it's kind of unnecessary.
Right.
Yeah,
It doesn't do it.
Seems fine.
Any other questions on them though?
So the only other thing I saw in the bylaws was the elimination of like telephonic meetings and being a board member being able to participate that way, so I mean,
And
my
that's due to
perspective, it's
Brown
like,
Act.
why not just, what's that?
The Brown Act.
Oh, that's a Brown Act related.
It's a
Yeah,
requirement.
so if that,
Yeah,
the Brown Act gets taken out, we can open that up to being a possibility.
I mean, it's a double.
So Brown Act doesn't allow, I thought it allowed these, those kind of.
It's
No
very
longer.
restrictive.
No longer, okay.
It was a COVID.
During
pandemic,
Oh, okay, all right.
So, I mean,
So some jurisdictions still allow Zoom meetings and that kind of thing, but it's not,
you can.
I'd like to allow public participation that way,
Yeah.
not necessarily.
Because I think
board
Councilman
members.
Barrera, I think, dialed in a few months ago or a month or two ago, because I don't know, he was somewhere.
Yeah,
But I'm not sure if he was allowed to vote, but he could make comments. And I think that there is some rules related to that, I'm not positive.
or I think the issue is if you're dialing in from somewhere, you gotta put like a notice on your door at the
Yeah,
hotel.
yeah.
To invite you
And let
and
people
sit in
in.
with you, yeah.
Come hang out with me,
You're in Hawaii and you wanna participate, you gotta.
have a pina colada.
Hang out in your room. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I
So
think
it's-
that's what it is, okay, all right, got it.
So, I mean, there's pros and cons to it. I mean, the Brown Act does allow, and it forces us to stay transparent
Yeah.
in terms of meetings, but we're already doing the vast majority of it. I mean, we're putting everything on our website. I received public records requests from some people, and literally the questions that they're asking, they're all on our website, like, right there. So our minutes, our agenda items, our, past annual reports, resolutions from the city, they're all on our website. So, like, a lot of this stuff is becoming redundant and to be quite honest, a time waster, because it's already there.
Yeah.
So as long as we continue doing that stuff, but the goal is not to become obviously a secretive.
Well, and we could write that into our bylaws while not being
Exactly.
subject to the Brown Act at the same time and make that, because we do care about transparency, and I think it's important for us to have the information accessible to the public. So I don't want to recommend taking that away at all, but if we can eliminate unnecessary games and stuff, would be great.
Yeah.
Any public comments on that?
So you're basically saying let's
I'm
table the.
yes, so sorry, yes, I am asking that we postpone making a vote on the bylaws.
Yeah, I don't think you need a motion.
You don't need a motion to table it?
I don't think you need one.
Okay. You got it.
Agenda items.
All right.
Any public comments?
Sure, why not? I'll just throw out there, just for suggestion wise or whatever. If you want to get rid of the Brown Act, get rid of your public employee.
I'm not sure that, yeah, okay, thank you.